Today on Caliber 50 Customs. Today, we're going Super Pursuit mode and Gaslands with this kit Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. Today, it's a Gasland build. Haven't done one in a while. So, let's go ahead and get ready to start building. I love this casting. I had a lot of fun coming up with a Gasland style build for this. I got multiple castings, so don't worry. I still have another one of these, and I also have just a regular car, as you see in the video. But I wanted to see what I could do with this casting. You know, I really liked the kid. You know, the car and the series and stuff. I watched it when I was a kid. You know, watched it with my dad just because of the car. You know, I just thought about it. I seen it just sitting there, and I'm like, I wonder what kind of Gasland build should I do with this? And it's been a while since I've done a Gasland build. You know? So I thought I'd see what I could do. You know, I had a metal base, so I had to kind of grind away the, you know, little tabs. I don't really like messing with the metal bases, but if I have to, I have to. It's not that big of a deal to me. You know, I want to save these wheels for another build, like if I want to use it for like a low riding car or something. I don't know yet. Don't know until I get there. But, you know, I came up with these other wheels, and that was the hardest part for this build, was trying to find the wheels where I didn't have to actually cut into the body. I only had to cut a certain part off of the body, and that was just to make way for the interior. You know, I didn't really know what exactly I was gonna go with, but I kind of knew I wanted kind of like a little seat and little gunner's hats and stuff like that sitting in there. And you know, as the video goes on, you'll see what I'm talking about. You know, I'm chopping up the interior. Like, I really didn't really like the interior that much. I just wanted to keep the back part for the wheels down and stuff. And I ended up cutting about pretty much 3/4 of the whole entire interior out. You know, I made a platform. You know, I didn't do my signature roll cages or anything like that. You know, I did make some fuel tanks out of tube styrene and solid tube styrene, and it actually looked really good, but I ended up having to cut some of the styrene off because it would not fit with the body. And you'll see that what I'm talking about later. But, you know, it kind of, with me, I just wing things. You know, I kind of look at it, and I'll just pick what I want to do, and I'll be like, oh, well, let me try this, or let me try that. And, you know, it just kind of flows with me. I don't have a plan all the time for what I want to do. But this one just, everything went perfectly with this build. Everything. You know, paint turned out great, you know, the interior, everything I wanted to do to it came out remarkable. You know, this actually only took me, build-wise, a day. You know, I let it set overnight for the paint and stuff like that, and you'll see the chipped effect that I do up later on. Here I am doing the platform for the passenger seat. And, you know, I had footage of me making the tanks and the little holders for it. But I don't know what happened to it. I guess it just didn't record all the way or something. Memory got full. I don't know. But, you know, here's the little tanks. You know, I'm running, you know, just seeing what they're going to look like sitting in the little holders. And the Super Pursuit Mode casting, honestly, it's something out of this world. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go this way. So, that's why I was going to leave the back open, didn't put the rear window in, took out the T-top, and I just left the main windshield. And, you know, I put these little styrene strips, you know, to make it look like it's being strapped down. And, like, you know, I didn't want to glue anything down in place, you know, because I was going to paint it first. And I was going to paint the interior a different color than I was going to paint the tanks. So I didn't glue them down right off the bat. And, you know, this is where I'm kind of running like the fuel lines through the car. You know, running it from one tank to the other, which I ended up having to cut off later on. Like I said, it didn't fit with the body on it, so I had to adjust it, and that was the best way I could adjust it. And, you know, I made sure, you know, I did some weathering on it, and I was actually really happy with the way it turned out. And honestly, you know, I hope y'all enjoy this video as much as I did, because it was, I couldn't have asked for a better casting to use as a gas lamp, I'll tell you that much. And it's going to be the pursuit car of my collection that I'm doing. I'm doing a Gaslands collection. I got a Wrecker. I got a Lethal Diesel, which is, I call it the Lethal Enforcer. That's pretty much my Enforcer car. I also have a bike, trike I should say, which was my first episode. And I'm working on one off camera, as I call the boss's car. And it's a 69 Charger, just a body casting I had, because I didn't, the base and stuff got messed up or something on it, I can't remember. So I'm turning that into a gas lamp. It's kind of on the back burner right now, because I'm kind of still debating exactly what all I want to do to it. But as you see here, the little piece of styrene that's going like underneath the dash, that's for the fuel line. And then, you know, I'm deciding like what it's gonna look like, you know, with these little styrene pieces and strap. And honestly, you know, I'm glad I painted the tanks and everything separate from the straps. You know, here I am working on the passenger seat, which it's raised because I left that opening in the body without the T-top last. I took that out just so it looks like there's a seat popping out of the top. And you know, it wasn't difficult to figure out how I was going to do it. I had to take one of the racing seats I had on an old casting of mine, one of my bone shakers that I did a rat rod style on, but I didn't like it, so I kind of took it apart. But kind of chopped the seat down a little bit, smoothed it out, and I used it to be raised for the gunner's platform. And, you know, I got a total of like 2 guns, I think, on this, because it was a pursuit car. It's made to go forward, not back. And so I didn't put no rear weapons on it. You know, I got mostly my weapons painted forward. Not painted forward, positioned forward. And, you know, here I am, I'm just deciding, I'm like, man, you know, what's it gonna look like? here's the casting right out of the gun oil. You see here, I got a load of guns, armor pieces, and stuff like that just sitting off the side. I didn't drill or tap the holes prior. I just wanted to get it in the stripper as soon as possible because I didn't know how long it was going to take in the stripper. And honestly, I figured it was going to take a lot longer to get the paint off than what it actually did. And, I didn't really, shine it up too much with the steel wool because I was going to make it a gas lens anyway, so I was like, you know what, it's going to look like a rugged paint job anyway. So, I'm just kind of mocking up and, just making sure the interior is going to fit with the little platform I made. Make sure it's going to hold the windshield up, which I may have to glue it in place. And you'll see the seat, it's kind of sticking out there a little bit. So. But, it's kind of leaned inward because of the T-top portion of it is kind of pushing against it. So I kind of had to cut that section of the T-top out, to make it to where the seat would kind of move. And yeah, I ended up putting a piece of armor plate there. And it actually worked out for the best. The armor plating that I did, you can't really tell that I cut a piece off the top. And when things just start flowing and going along and going so well, I thought something was going to mess up somewhere. I really did on this one. But I'm glad everything turned out the way it did. If you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell for further notifications. Here I am doing the front set of guns, and I kind of cut a piece of styrene to the size of the gun plate to make it set up above the front bumper to where it's like seeing over it, because it was just kind of aiming right towards the bumper, and I'm like, well, I don't want no guns aiming at my own bumper. What's the point of that? So I kind of took a piece of styrene, glued it on, kind of trimmed it up a little bit, and it did the job I was wanting to do. I'm putting the armor on. I was debating whether I was going to put something over the windshield. I ended up not going that route because I just was not feeling putting a plating over the front windshield or screening or anything like that. I got some window screen that I could use for like chainmail or something, or chain link fencing and stuff. But I was like, no, I'm not going to use that either. And so, I was kind of mocking up the plates and stuff. And, like I said, everything just started going like accordingly, like it should have been. And I was really happy with the way, I just kind of had little spikes here and there. And most of it was armor on the sides, and I had a back armor. Because like I said, it's a pursuit car. It's made to go towards people, So I put armor in the back and, on the sides to protect the driver, the gunner, and kind of bent a little piece of, armor that I got from Amazon or eBay, I can't remember. And it came in a bundle pack of a Mad Max variety of, armor, and I ordered a bunch of it so I didn't have to worry about running out. And, I got a little gun here with like a shield, to protect, the gunner and everything. I ended up putting little hatches on it. I ended up cutting out the driver's side glass of the T-top. And I ended up putting a piece of armor plate over it instead, kind of like a hatch. Like if they couldn't get the doors open, they could pop the hatch and get out that way. And, I loved how it looked. It looked good. The paint went relatively well. And, I'm covering up the back. You see a little bit of armor plating on the back, and that's for to protect the tanks. you get the little hats with armor plating that protect the gunner, and it turned out. When it came to doing it, I already knew what I was going to do. Once it got to this point, I already knew what I was planning on doing. But I wanted to get the armor mocked up and get it ready and go from there, just to see what it was going to look like. And, I just had to make sure, little pieces here and there, and, the topping of the cake was this little skull. I always put some type of skull on my gas tank. It's just kind of a neat, it's some of them I do my signature skull shifter, and my gas lands, I usually have the skull on the front of the car, or vehicle, whatever it is. And my next Gaslands vehicle might be like a truck or a hauler of some sort. I don't know yet. It's something Gasland. But I don't know when that video is going to come out yet. I don't know when I'm going to even start doing it. But, there's nothing wrong with mocking up your builds. There's nothing wrong with it. It's better to mock up 10 times than to mock up once and then paint everything and nothing fit. And that's a lot of big worries, once you paint, everything has got to fit. No. And that's the one thing I try to make sure of. Making sure even with paint, everything line up, everything will fit, and it does. And you see the little armor plating over the windows. It just, this one was like definitely a Gasland style car. What I did was I painted a metallic, painted silver to represent like aluminum, metal, or something like that. And what I'm doing here is I'm doing the chipping technique with the salt and water. And I've already painted the interior black, and then I'm just taking some sand, weathering powder, and kind of making it look like sand got in it. Here I am making the tanks look older with the rust, and, painting them silver as well to give it that metal look to the tanks. And once I did the matte clear on it, it set it all off. It made it look great. I really love how it came out. Once I got them glued in, this is where I realized when I was going to mock it up, that I realized the top little hose or the line that I was going to use wasn't going to fit with the body on. So, and I'm like, well, there's only one thing I can do, is just chop that top off. Make it look like there's just two separate tanks there. Here's where I'm brushing off all the salt and everything from the chipping. And what I did was I did the silver metallic base, and then I did a rustic orange, and then I did a black. And each time I did the chip layer, the salt and water layering after each one except for the black. Because I wanted the primary color of the vehicle to be black, but it kind of hit and misses with some of the black, which is fun. As you see here, it looks rusted out, it looks like it's old, and, I ended up using some hand paint, painting the skull on the front, and paint a little bit of red on the little spikes, and right now I'm getting ready to try mocking it up. But you all remember what we started off with?
Michael, may I ask you a question?
Shoot.
How do I look?
See ya next time at the range.